how long do we think the locomotive's going to take? We do get to use the Pro Washer on it, but I do feel that it'll really make us glad that we do have it. That's one way to find out. And if we can finish this off now, I don't need to worry about coming back to it. Let's just speedrun this as much as we can. Oh, there's so much rust. Thankfully, this is a very powerful washer. So we can just blast it with the yellow, and that should do fine. It's going to be all the real fiddly bits along the wheels and stuff that are going to be the really annoying parts. It's just going to be so many little niggly features, I imagine. But at least with this washer, it is very much just a case of just blast it and it'll get done. Hinges. And the door is apparently not quite finished. I guess that's probably just some, there we go, some hidden rust or something. That'll be the other thing, is will just be little bits that I don't quite see. So many dings coming from over here. Oh yeah. There was a couple of doors with hinges, so it gave me quite a bit. But now I imagine it's going to be a little bit of a break between dings. There's going to be a tunnel in the cab there though. Oh, it's so rusty. Well, we got one for our efforts. If we just do like turbo with extension, we're just gonna get a ton of dings just from here on. I don't know if that's a music or just a game. We're just getting random dings. That's not the way to do this. We need to do this slowly or steadily. Random acts of dingness is not going to help us in the long run, because then we don't know what we've missed and what we still have to do. There's just so much rust on this one. Then you get the reflection, so it makes it really hard to tell. There we go. What's reflection and what is actually needing cleaning. There's this bridge along the top here that needs to be done now. There we go. Cool, that's those done. So much rust. That must be coming from the game, because I'm fairly sure the music has changed and I'm still hearing that weird squealing. Must be some wildlife. There we go, got the valve, and figured that I'd just have to come at it from a different direction. Side here. And out back here. I assume the panel is just this side as well. Just the wrong height to be able to go along the bottom of the panel easily. The corner as well, I imagine counts. What am I missing? Bit like that panel. It's hard to tell what I'm missing on this one. Just little bits on the corner, I guess. And then we've got all these bits down here. We've got the base, which we are all about. rusty, I'm sure. And we're going to have to get it on a different angle as well. Which is going to be annoying. But not as annoying as that random bird that keeps calling out the game. I guess I could turn the ambient sound down. It's generally fine, because it's usually just like a background hum of some sort. The underside of the platform done. No, there's the base apparently done. Platforms all the way around as well, of course. And once again, we've got these trucks here. We do from this side first. And then we got to get real low for the other bits. There we go. Seems they might actually be reasonably forgiving, considering what I thought that I still had left. Cool. Now this panel is still not done. Don't know why. I'm gonna guess it's like some random bit underneath things that I haven't been able to get quite. Because I just don't have quite the right angle. Like I just need to be up by like a foot. There we go. If in doubt, turbo. This side here. I guess I can, yeah, I can stand on the rail and get a decent angle actually on this one. Still doesn't seem to be enough. It's weird how the targeting seems to just shift sometimes. Let's just do some turbo along the bottom. And along the top. Still not enough apparently. So what am I missing on this one? More along the bottom. There we go. Buffer. Missing the buffer. It's probably the other side, which is actually really annoying to get into. Especially from the back. Or like the bottom side, I guess. Here. Again, if in doubt, bit of turbo action. Targeting just seems to bounce around all over the place. So there we go. It was on the underside. Underside of the hook. And the underside of this. There's also all this rust here that we should clear. There we go. And the underside of the platform. At least that's just was able to get that one complete. Skirting is apparently done already, so that's cool. The platform base. There we go. Okay, back we go. Okay, let's keep trucks. I'm using how the wheel carriages on a train are called trucks, and now we have other things that we call trucks now. Pretty much just focusing on doing the bits at the lower angle here. We're not going to do it perfectly all from this angle anyway, so just get good things that I'll struggle to get from a higher point of view right now. And then we stand up again. And now we try and actually get the credit for it. Can seem fairly forgiving on the other side. Yeah, there we go. And now this one's being more demanding, of course. There we go. Cool. And oh, well, there we go. That's the base. Now, this panel is being demanding, so I think we need to give it a bit of turbo. Then it's all down the bottom as well, looks like. Which I don't have a good angle for. Yeah, we can't get that. That's a bit better. But I don't know if it'll give it to me all the way along. That should be pretty much the platform, aren't they? I can't remember if I've actually done the front end of it. So, what more is there that I need to do of the panel? Is it the corner up here? It's just little bits all over it, looks like. Nothing in particular. Oh, it is down the bottom. I was really expecting... There we go. I was going to say I was expecting the turbo to really help there. They had a platform, I just haven't done. Another way along. I feel these we should have disconnected so that we could get in between them more easily. Would be nice. Never mind. Not our decision, unfortunately. It's the cabin wall. Okay, so that was just distinct from the panel on the outside. Which is again distinct from the skirting along here. Okay. Well, basically we just gotta hope that we can just attack it from different angles, different sides, and eventually end up getting credit for it. And worry about coming back with the turbo nozzle if we need to. Okay, if we jump up here, then we get a good angle along the top. I thought it was going to need to turbo that, but I think it was just the water dissipating. Get weird shine effects sometimes. There we go, that's that. That's good. I'm going to have to do these from the other side a little bit more. Oh, I haven't done these bumpers here either. Oh, there we go. Oh, double ding on that one. That was nice. Oh, the panel is also in this bit here. Ah, got the panel first try. That's nice. Skirting looks like it goes all the way along. Yeah, that's okay. And then we've got the steps as well, which have an underside to them as well. This is definitely a very technical. Buffer, there's that hook is already done, I think. It's just the skirting we're missing something on. Is it the inside here? Yes it is. There we go. This buffer we're missing something on. It was the inside on that side. But we've got the buffer, we've got the hook, we've got the buffer. It's all done. Cool. That wasn't as bad as I thought it might have been. I guess we can go from here. We probably want to jump up on top of the engine and work our way down now as well. Try and do what we can with these panels here. Oh, that's some more of the skirting, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the inside here. Oh, the steps didn't actually get credit for it. the steps. So I feel I've been pretty exhausted on this. Oh, the tops. Not as exhaustive as I thought I had been. Oh goodness, no, not one of these. So once again, we'll just do the underside here as much as we can. I feel if you really want me to do a thorough job on this, you should have parked it on top of a maintenance pole so that I could really spray up underneath it. Let's just try and get the bottom angle on these wheels. That's so rusty. Targeting feels really weird sometimes. Why did that happen? Clicked through to the next nozzle for no apparent reason. My wheel must have just been in between states. Just resolved one way. Oh, side panel. Cool. Incidental ding. Name of my cover band. Wheel well panel, I'm guessing, goes all the way along behind. Yeah, it does. So we're gonna get different angles on that as we move along. So run board, I guess we'll do what we can underneath of that from this position as well. So I'm gonna try and do what I can at the side, I guess. So I should really be working top down, but I don't know, from here I don't think it matters too much. Cow catcher, get it behind there. Nothing else that more that I do from here. Try and get in behind these as much as we can. What's this thing? This steam chest. I have no idea what that does. That's where I keep all my badges and my inventory as well. It's my steam chest. Something like that. Or is that where I keep all the games that I have to play? Oh, that's it. So many little fiddly bits. To me, it feels really impressive that they've modeled this really well. I bet there's some real hardcore steam engine enthusiasts, though, who will probably look at this and go, oh, you haven't quite got this bit right. You've got this bit slightly wrong. I bet they have. You know, to please me. To me, this is very technical. At least the big kind of the drive rods and stuff can be painted so they don't get as rusty. The wheels themselves, obviously, I mean you can, but it's just gonna wear thin and still gonna rust. You'd have to paint them very regularly otherwise. Okay. Pretty much just spraying and hoping at this point. In behind here. We're going to have to then stand up and get a better angle at it all. I'm hoping that at the point that I do that, we'll then be able to just get credit for a lot of this stuff because we've already got the kind of tricky underside angles of things. We'll see how well that works out for me. Okay. So, standing up time. To get a different perspective of things. Some of it, it's like, I feel like I need to almost just actually take some of these bits off. Like, how am I supposed to get in behind this, for example? Just have to hope for the best. I don't see how I can actually clean any more of that steam chest. but it's still not done apparently. I got the trucks done, interestingly enough. It's probably just a bit on top actually, but I just don't really see from this angle. Can I actually just like stand on it a little bit? I can. And there we go, sure enough. I stand on it and I get it. Pro tip, stand on top of things. Alright, clean as much of this wheel as we can. We've got this crosshead, we've got ladders. That's the wheel done, that's good. Guide, apparently. And I can't see what else I need to clean on that either. Is it underneath? I think I didn't quite get in underneath properly. No, apparently not. Ah, it's on top probably. Okay, stand on the steam chest and then crouch. There we go, now we're getting a good angle on things. That's just fun. Yep, and there's the piston rod. A bunch of other stuff. Yep, there's the drive rod cleaned. And now if we actually just chuck it on turbo and go to town, then maybe we'll get a few more things. Or keep it on the yellow one, but like an extension on maybe? I don't know. This crosshead. What do I need to do on this crosshead? Just kind of stand... Oh, I was almost standing awkwardly on the side of it. Oh, there we go, there's the crosshead done. That's the wheel that's already done. The crank rod's done. The wheel frame... We need to get somewhere else on. Underneath. Underneath, there we go. This driving wheel... We kind of just need to do the spokes. Yeah, there we go. This crank rod we're probably going to have to do something on the back side of. Almost a fiver. Ooh. Nice. We're so close to finishing a lot of these features as well, but I just can't quite line them up all together to be able to get combos. Behind there, the wheel well panel is that's the bit that's behind everything. We kind of have to stand back to get a good perspective on that and spray through the holes in the wheels, which is amusing. Incidental crank rod clean. Coupling rod. It's just spray long enough at something and kind of get credit for it, it seems, is the strategy here. Wheel well panel. Do all again on the other side as well as the other annoying thing. It's always in the back of the mind. There's two of these to have to do. Come on. There's so little left of the wheel well panel. Well, there's the other drawing wheel done. We can do the right angle with only just tiny spots. Nice. Missing on this panel. It's just little bits. The truck is done. The wheel, yeah, the driving wheel is done. It's all just that panel in behind, I think. It's the thing that keeps flicking up as not being complete. But I can't get any more of an angle. Just gotta spray and pray. So if we stand back here and tab and not look at the top, just random bits there. Is it just going to be bits of rust? So instead of standing back and spraying, I actually have to stand close and spray because otherwise it's not going to clear it. That might be it. This one is really, really punishing. I should have known that this was going to take longer than I wanted to finish. Yeah, it's just these little bits in behind. And it's just not being very generous with them. So, oh, you can't see that. Surely you can see that. Oh, the underside of this bit. There we go. Finally got it. I can get a little bit of the one on the other side, just just from here. Okay, well that side bit done at least finally. Once again, it's a case of trying to clean this angle of things, especially the rod that's going along there. But I don't know if I'm close enough for it to clean it enough to be useful. This is probably rusty as hell. The steam drain out the desert. Actually, I guess the desert is probably fine, because yeah, it'll get a bit dust blasted, but it won't be as rusty as it would be if it was somewhere that wasn't as dry as that. The side of the cow catcher. I'll need to do like the tops of these bits as well. All of these have little inset bits, will also need to be cleaned. Okay. And the front bit here. Okay. This is definitely a good example of even when you have the biggest and best washer, so everything is kind of on easy mode, it doesn't mean a map like this is easy, because all of the things that you're having to consider and the little angles that you're having to do. I mean, it is nice that I pretty much just can leave it on this leave it on this nozzle and be done with it, but yeah, it's a good example that just because you have the best washer doesn't make everything a walk in the park. Let's just do this running board here. Now that's the other thing, is that I keep seeing things that are actually reflections of thinking that are rusty. Oh, I fell off. Nope. Oh, and I can't even get back up. Crouch for this bit. There's a weird seam here? Okay. Will it give me credit for the run board? Oh, there's little bits of rust, isn't there? I can only just make out on it. Yep. Oh, and I need to like go prone to get right under here. See, the curves are nice, but couldn't they just make it square? Oh, the other side of the wood will be what I'm missing there. Shouldn't stress too much on that. Apparently I cleaned a number plate. What? I can't even see a number plate. Was it inside that I managed to get some sort of credit for? I don't even know. Apparently I got a number plate. And I don't know what is left on this run board. I'm gonna guess just some random bits of rust up the front here where I haven't been much yet. Oh, it'll be in under here too. There we go. Nice. Okay, and I can't actually... Yeah, there we go. Can't get close enough to it. Stand up for it. Front boards, that'll be the other side of that now. I'm trying to set things up so that we've done this side of a lot of things, so then, yeah, like the handrail, which bit? I'm going to assume that goes all the way around as well. Smokestack, top of. If we can get as much of this side of things done, then we can hopefully just pretty much finish things off from the other side, which will probably be the side that gets the time lapse on it. So we'll just kind of disappear and nothing will happen for a while, and then we come back and do everything else. Dome. Okay. Well, I think we've made some good progress. We are actually over halfway, so I guess this hasn't actually taken me as long as I feared that it might have once I saw how technical it was. It's just a case of being patient with it over the down the wheel well areas and stuff. Let's do this roof. Probably try and finish the roof as well. Do the whole thing. And then kind of work from the bottom down now. Probably finish off the cab, I guess. This is where the aim mode could be good actually, so I can just stand in one place and just work this back and forth. That way the angles are consistent, so it's not doing a weird sort of diagonal at points, so I just kind of sweep it back and forth. Okay. Now we need to do this bit here. Okay, so I wonder what I'm missing on the cab roof now. Is it the side or bit of the underside perhaps? No, that's cab ceiling, not cab roof, as it should be. Oh, that's a panel apparently. That was just the side of it. Okay. Okay, well that's that done. And then I guess there's the floor inside here. We do this while we're here. So we pass through to the front again, or to the side. And there's the wall. The floor we kind of want to do later. There's the steps maybe, we'll just finish them off. It's just the random spraying that we did earlier. Some half finished bits there. Okay. So, steps. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that steps? Or is that steps? Has been a hot minute. What am I missing on these? The top. Okay. Cool, and there's the skirting done. Good. And now we're going to have to deal with the wheel well panel here. It'll probably be the last thing I have to do, to be honest. Or I try and actually, I might try and finish off all of these bits from down here first, and just finish on some of the more prominent features up on the top. There's all the stuff in the cab too. Not sure when I'll do that. Maybe I'll do the cab first for the sides. I'm not sure. It's kind of nice to just leave the like the running board and the boiler and stuff until last. We'll get a bit of accidental spraying from when we're down here, but do as much on this wheel as we can. Try and get in behind and do some of this paneling bits from here while I'm spraying through. Once again, kind of a case of just doing things from this particular angle, so then when we fire down at them, hopefully, we'll just get credit for it. It won't work quite as well as that, I'm sure. It won't be that clean. It wasn't on the other side. It won't be on the side either. That's the thought. That's the try and do a bit of back and forth in general, I guess, from a couple of different angles. I just have to get a bit up close and personal with some of these as well. Instead of getting up close, I guess I should actually stand back but use an extension. Maybe that would be better. Spray on the underside of the running board there. Yeah, there's another chrome level as well, isn't there? That'll let me get underneath a lot of this stuff, which I assume I'm going to have to. Some oily bits as well, I think. Yeah, oily grime. Lovely. My favourite. It will be a case of hopefully just firing down from the top of it to get it there. And now we've got to get in behind the steam chest thing again. This is another one that was just kind of oily, I think, which is a bit nasty.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Lou, welcome. Thanks for the raid. What were you playing? I hope it was fun. Helloing. We're working our way through to the end of this, hopefully. We're getting there slowly. This is a very complicated steam train. We'll just take a step back and let you look at the whole thing in a sec. Because there's lots of little bits. I'm currently just crawling along on my belly in the desert like a snake, just trying to get a good angle at some of this stuff. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. Probably be able to hear my daughter playing in the background on the phone. Okay, well the cow catcher is actually almost done. So this is the steam train that we're doing. It was not fun. What were you doing? Were you doing more speedrun attempts? I've noticed you're doing a variety of games when I see the YouTube videos come up. It's been quite a litany of games. Left 4 Dead 2. Ah, okay, yep. I don't even know what the speedrun of that involves. Not a game I have any experience with. Oh, that's the number plate that I accidentally finished off the other side. I must have just got a little bit of a spray angle on it from when I was doing the running board. I guess I was missing the top of it on the other side. Oh, there's the wheel done, that's good. Wheels are nice. these features here. There's like this coupling rod, for example. Oh, there's the wheel done. And the frame, indeed. The panel is already almost finished, I notice in the background. There's another frame bit done. How much of this coupling rod is one thing and how much is another thing? I wonder. It's hard to tell where the delineations are. Is that one done? I think a lot of it's just kind of oily residue, which doesn't come off very quickly. So you just kind of have to stay focused on it for a while. Okay, there's another one. Was that the same as this one? Ah, it was. Okay, interesting. And then there's the guide there. But I seem to remember we needed to shoot down on from random crank one. Drive wheel. It's all coming together now. The steam chest we needed to jump on top of on the other side to get. There's the wheel well panel in behind here. Oh, sweet, we got credit for it already. Fantastic. Front wheel trucks we need to fire off from the front, I imagine. Back on this side. How generous is it going to be? Probably not very. The cow catcher we should be able to get pretty quickly. He says, not getting it. There's a spotlight up here. What are we missing on the cow catcher? Other than cows, which there seems to be a distinct lack of in the desert. There's probably some little niggly bit in here, isn't it? Ah, there's a bit underneath there as well. It's probably just some random bits on the edgings and stuff. This weird embossment. I don't have to get underneath, do I? I don't think I can. No, apparently I did. Okay, well that's that done. Lamp. That'll just need to be done from the top now, probably. Click, click. Okay. Yeah, standing on top of the steam chest was the best result for this. Voila. And got the guide as well. And there's a crank rod there. There's another one down there somewhere. Then it becomes just a case of spray and pray. Yep. Drive rod. Same deal. Crosshead. Don't know how to clean that any further. Just in from this angle perhaps? Yes. The front wheel trucks. I'm guessing I just need to crouch for. Yep, there we go. Side panel is apparently not done. So we need to do the underneath of it. Yep, cab panel is done. Good. Run board we need to do the top of. I think we've done most of the features underneath here now. That's good. Alright, let's get in the cab and just do all of this stuff in here because it's probably not going to be shown on the time-lapse. Ideally I want to finish on the stuff that will be. There's the handle. There's the ceiling done. For some reason, not wanting to give it credit. There we go. Nice. This convection controller, I'm probably going to have to get the underneath of that. Seems weird just having this bit just sticking out of nowhere. It's like, why wouldn't you mount it further up, closer to everything else? No. Strange. Oh, there's the wall done. Yep, there's that done. Now that I've got the underside of it. The other side of the speed controller, which is on the far side, so you kind of need two people, it seems. Why would you not have them in the same bank of controllers? Go. Brake controller, or at least that's in the same place as the speed. Cab wall, we are close to getting credit for, but not quite being given. There we go. Brake controller, we're still not getting. Do we need to do the outside of it? We do. There we go. Gauge, ooh, double ding. probably could have had a cab wall back there. That'll be this bit here. Yep. Cool. Gauge and gauge box. There's the box. Just to poke our head a bit. Oh, the gauges are both done, looks like. Furnace pipes need finishing. Da-ding. Go. Double ding. Match done. Got the dial already. Got that dial already. Got the handle. Got the dial. Nice. Pipes. Forgot that there was another crouch level. Can I stand up now, please? There we go. This pipe needs finishing, so does this one. We just need to stand back and get a bit of a better angle with maybe a turbo. Is this not even a feature? Oh, it's not even actually targeting as a separate feature. It's just furnace panel, apparently, is all it comes down to, which is all of this bit here. So I guess if I finish this off, then it'll be fine. Then there's the door. Just get a better angle on here. So the panel has a few bits on the sides, which are still rusty. What are we missing still? This is another bit of furnace panel that's different again. Okay. And then there's these hatches, which are also different again. I knew there was going to be so many little bits. And that they run down really quickly at first, and then just get stalled on something. Yeah, you just need to really target something very specific. Down the side, maybe? What are you missing? Oh, I just randomly got that hatch, but oh, there we go. Got that one as well. This is the door. I bet it's like the underneath bit of this window, maybe? What am I missing on the door? There we go. Might have just been a case of it just took a little bit of time. Just had to go a bit slower over something. And there's the panel. Ah, there's a spot above the dial. There we go. Turbo time. If in doubt, it's turbo time. Just random spots of rust and stuff, looks like. There we go, that's that panel done. Okay, so what am I still missing on this? I'm tapping tab on this panel. I cannot see what I'm missing. Oh, is it up on top? It is up on top. There we go. Yeah, my daughter knew where it was. There we go. To the floor. I think that's everything for the cab, maybe? Hopefully. What am I missing on the floor? It's just wood, it's not really rusty. Ah, there we go, side bits there. Cool, I think that's most things. Oh, the gauge box isn't done. Now I missed that. I'm gonna need to shoot it from the outside as well. Yep, there we go. Cool, oh, what was that I saw flash up? Oh, it's the furnace and behind, I think. No, cab panel. Apparently there's a cab panel bit that isn't done. Really? Where? I'm so confused. Oh, it's the outside bit. That makes sense. Okay, I need to run up here now. Oh, there's a roof done. That's good. And then this is the panel, which will hopefully, yep, give them credits. The handrail, we can try and get critical. Yep, good. Excellent. And then the smokestack. It's weird how the targeting just kind of shifts around a bit as I get to a different angle on things. I don't care if it's realistic, it's annoying. There's the smokestack. The light, I think. Here we go. Oh, ding. Lovely. Not quite a triple ding. Didn't get the light. There we go. So now we get the steam dome. A bit of an underneath angle here. Maybe. Still can't seem to get the last little bit of it though. Just some random rust bits on the middle section. Yep. Okay, and now the sand dome. Alright. I don't know enough about steam trains, it seems. I have no idea what a sand dome indicates. Do sand for? Something to do with the braking. And then a bell, which almost looks like it's suspended, but I don't think it is. Boing. There's the bell. Ding ding ding. Top of warning. And then tidy off the top of the boiler. So then hopefully we can finish the rest off on the side. Okay, now work our way along. First the smoke box, and also clean up a bit of the running board while we're at it. And then this exhaust shell. Oh, that's what goes into the steam chest, I guess. Then you release it from here, I suppose. I assume. And make sure the underside of this running board is clean still. And then finish off the smoke box. Crouch. Good, that's that bit done. No, I can't. It seems like I can't spray when I'm crouched. This is too close. It's annoying. Okay, what am I missing on the smoke box? It's just random bits of rust, looks like. That doesn't help. Probably some on the other side still as well. Which I wouldn't have known about. Because I wouldn't have seen. Blink. Oh, there we go. Good. Perfect. Boiler. Let's try and finish this off. Crouch down probably to do the whole thing along here. Underneath. Standing in to do this bit. Finish off these little bits that have rust all on them. There's the furnace. Cool. So now it's just the boiler here. And it's not showing up the final things that I still have to do, which is annoying. So that means that we have missed some things. Which, while not surprising, is annoying. And what is there that I still need to do on this boiler? Because that's looking pretty done. Must be the other side. Some bits on the top for a start. Some kind of seams here as well. I guess we have to go up again. Oh yeah. Seams. These bits here. And presumably the other side of it as well. Just those little bits that are, there we go, barely noticeable. Okay, so what am I missing? Coal car door handles, apparently. Furnace pipes. Run board I know about. Smoke box door, steam exhaust pipes. Okay, so... Oops. Ah, wrong button. Coal car doors. Oh, okay, these. Oh, well. That was easy. Furnace pipes. Must be another feature in here that I missed. Oh, yeah. Voila. Ah, there we go. So, smoke box door. I don't know what that is. Steam exhaust pipe and run board. So, smoke box door. Oh, there's this. That's the smoke box. Oh, the door, of course, in front. That makes perfect sense. There we go. Steam exhaust pipe. Where's that? Ah, this one. Didn't even realise that was a separate feature. There we go. And now the run board. Okay, so we actually did pretty well on that one. We did not miss nearly as many bits that I expected. And we're almost finished, and that will be it for update 0.9, and I'm really hoping that 1.0 full release is coming soon. There we go. Job done. There we go. Oh, it shows it from this side. It's annoying. I expected it to show it from the other side, because I finished on the other side instead, so now we've just got nothing happening for ages. Never mind. All done. That's all the specials done. That's all the career mode done. So there's challenge mode and free play is the only things we've got left to do on this now. And we ain't gonna do any of that right now. We've got nothing more to buy. So hopefully we get full release soon. 0.9 suggests to me that there's gonna, unless they start doing 0.91 and 0.92 and 0.93, then only way to go from there is 1.0. So we'll see how that goes.